Beneath Europe's surface lies a hidden world. Ancient chambers carved by time, valleys sheltered from the modern age, places where stone whispers stories and silence feels sacred. These are Europe's secret caves and valleys, destinations that exist beyond guidebooks, waiting for those willing to venture deeper. In this journey, we'll explore 10 extraordinary places you can visit in 2026. Number 1 is Škocjan Caves. Hidden in Slovenia's Karst Plateau, this is not just a cave. It's an underground canyon system that feels like entering another dimension. The Reka River has carved these limestone chambers for millions of years, creating one of the largest known underground gorges on Earth. What makes Škocjan genuinely extraordinary is the sense of scale. You walk on footbridges suspended 45 meters above a roaring subterranean river, surrounded by cathedral-sized caverns that could swallow entire buildings. UNESCO recognizes this as a World Heritage Site, and for good reason. The biodiversity here includes species found nowhere else on the planet. Most visitors are geology enthusiasts, nature photographers, and travelers seeking experiences that feel genuinely otherworldly. This isn't a place for casual tourism. The humidity is intense. Temperatures hover around 12 degrees Celsius year-round, and the echo of rushing water dominates everything. You'll walk through sections where daylight penetrates through natural collapsed lines, creating ethereal light columns in the darkness. The guided tours last about 2 hours, and photography without flash is permitted in most areas. Škocjan demands respect. The ecosystem is fragile, and the paths, while secure, require sure footing. This is raw nature, preserved and protected, offering a glimpse into geological time that few places on Earth can match. Number 2 is Lauterbrunnen Valley. Tucked into the Swiss Alps, this is what happens when glaciers spend millennia carving vertical perfection. Lauterbrunnen translates to many fountains, and the name barely does it justice. 72 waterfalls cascade down cliff faces that rise 300 meters on both sides of this narrow valley. The most famous, Staubach Falls, drops 297 meters in a single plunge, creating mist that drifts across the valley floor like perpetual morning fog. This place attracts hikers, base jumpers who leap from the Eiger, photographers chasing that perfect alpine light, and travelers seeking what Switzerland looked like before mass tourism. The village itself feels suspended in time, with traditional wooden chalets and a population of barely 800 people. You can access valley trails easily, but understanding the terrain is crucial. Weather changes in minutes, and what seems like a gentle walk can become treacherous in fog. Summer brings wildflower meadows that look painted, while winter transforms the valley into a frozen cathedral of ice. What makes Lauterbrunnen genuinely special is its accessibility, combined with pristine preservation. You can arrive by train, walk 5 minutes, and feel utterly removed from civilization. The sound of falling water is constant, the air tastes mineral clean, and the scale of the cliffs makes you recalibrate your sense of size. This is Switzerland at its most dramatic and most authentic. Respect the trails, respect the weather, and you'll understand why this valley has inspired writers and artists for centuries. Number 3 is Eisriesenwelt Ice Cave. Located in Austria's Tennengebirge Mountains near Werfen, this is the world's largest ice cave system. Over 42 kilometers of passages, with the first kilometer accessible to visitors. The name means World of the Ice Giants, and standing inside, that title feels earned. What makes Eisriesenwelt genuinely remarkable is that it's a natural freezer operating on principles of physics. Cold winter air enters through the cave mouth and gets trapped, while warmer summer air can't penetrate the depths. This creates permanent ice formations, even though the mountain isn't in a permafrost zone. The experience is challenging. First, you ride a cable car up the mountain, then hike 20 minutes to reach the cave entrance at 1,641 meters elevation. Inside, temperatures sit just below freezing year-round, and the only light comes from carbide lamps carried by guides. No electricity, no handrails in many sections. You'll see ice formations the size of buildings, frozen waterfalls that seem to flow in slow motion, and chambers where your breath instantly becomes visible fog. This attracts serious cave explorers, geology students, and travelers who want experiences that feel genuinely extreme. It's not wheelchair accessible, not suitable for young children, and absolutely not for anyone with mobility concerns. The tours last 75 minutes, and you'll climb over 700 steps carved into rock. Eisriesenwelt demands physical fitness and mental preparation, but rewards you with one of Earth's most alien environments, proof that the most extraordinary places rarely come easy. Number 4 is Vikos Gorge. Hidden in northwestern Greece's Zagori region, this is the world's deepest gorge relative to its width, according to the Guinness Book of Records. The Vikos River has carved a canyon 900 meters deep through Pindus Mountain's limestone, creating walls so vertical and close together that the gorge was virtually unknown until the 1970s. What makes Vikos genuinely special is its wild, untouched character. This isn't a tourist attraction. It's a functioning ecosystem that happens to allow careful human passage. The gorge floor hike is 12 kilometers and takes 6 to 8 hours, depending on conditions. You'll wade through the river multiple times, scramble over boulders, and navigate sections where a wrong step means genuine danger. There are no facilities, no rescue stations, and cell phone coverage is non-existent. This attracts serious hikers, wildlife photographers hoping to spot endangered species like the golden eagle, and travelers who understand that pristine nature comes with real risks. The Zagori villages perched on the gorge rim feel medieval. Stone bridges, cobblestone paths, and populations that have barely changed in centuries. What you won't find here are crowds, safety nets, or easy exits once you're committed to the gorge floor. Spring brings wildflowers and full water flow, making it spectacular but more challenging. Autumn offers stable weather and golden light. Vikos demands respect, preparation, and genuine hiking skill, but rewards you with an experience that feels like discovering a place that wasn't meant to be discovered. Number 5 is Grotte di Frasassi. Located in Italy's Marche region near Ancona, this limestone cave system was discovered remarkably recently, 1971, and remains one of Europe's most spectacular underground environments. What sets Frasassi apart is the sheer size of its chambers. The Abisso Ancona, the main hall, is so massive it could contain the Milan Cathedral with room to spare, 240 meters long, 120 meters wide, and 200 meters high. Unlike many European caves transformed into tourist attractions, Frasassi maintains scientific integrity. The Italian Alpine Club manages access carefully, and portions remain closed to protect ongoing geological research. You'll see formations that seem impossible. Stalactites over 20 meters long, stalagmites the size of towers, and mineral deposits in colors ranging from pure white to rust orange, created by different mineral contents in the dripping water. The standard tour lasts 75 minutes and follows well-lit pathways with minimal steps, making it accessible to most fitness levels. Temperature stays constant at 14 degrees Celsius with 100% humidity, so proper preparation matters. What's genuinely remarkable about Frasassi is how recently humans first entered these chambers. You're among the first generations to ever see this space. That newness means pristine conditions, fewer crowds than famous sites like Lascaux or Altamira, and an atmosphere that still feels like discovery. This is world-class spelunking without the extremes, proof that accessible doesn't mean diminished. Number 6 is Valle Verzasca. Hidden in Switzerland's Ticino canton, this is where emerald water meets ancient stone, creating a valley that seems painted by someone who'd never seen reality. The Verzasca River carves through green schist and granite, but it's the water that stops people mid-step. Clarity so absolute you can see the riverbed 4 meters down as if there were no water at all. Locals call it the greenest water in Switzerland, and chemistry backs that up. Glacial melt filtered through specific rock types creates this impossible transparency. What makes Verzasca special is what it isn't. There are no hotels, no major roads, just mountain hamlets that predate modern Switzerland. The population across the entire valley sits around 600 people, most living in stone villages that haven't changed architecturally since the 15th century. This attracts photographers obsessed with water reflections, hikers seeking trails that feel genuinely remote, and Swiss locals escaping their own country's tourism. The river offers swimming holes in summer where the water temperature barely reaches 15 degrees, bracing but addictive. The 220-meter Verzasca Dam gained fame from a James Bond stunt, but that's tourist noise. The real experience is walking the valley floor, where the only sounds are water over smooth stones and occasionally a falcon overhead. Access is straightforward via bus from Locarno, but the valley itself demands you slow down, wade carefully, and accept that some places resist being conquered. Verzasca isn't about activities, it's about presence. Number 7 is Caves of Aggtelek Karst. Straddling the Hungary-Slovakia border, this is one of Europe's premier karst cave systems. 712 identified caves spanning 273 square kilometers, with Baradla Cave as the crown jewel at 25 kilometers long. What makes Aggtelek genuinely extraordinary is its acoustic properties. The concert hall chamber has such perfect natural resonance that concerts are held here regularly, and the sound quality rivals human-engineered spaces. UNESCO designated this a World Heritage Site in 1995, recognizing both geological importance and cultural significance. The caves showcase every major stalactite formation type, with some structures over 2 million years old. But it's the living aspect that fascinates scientists. Several endemic species evolved here in complete darkness, including blind cave beetles found nowhere else on Earth. The tours range from 1-hour walks to 7-hour expert expeditions requiring helmets and crawling. The short route gives you concert hall and major formations, while long routes involve wading through underground streams and navigating passages where you'll need to use your hands. This attracts classical music enthusiasts who attend underground concerts, serious spelunkers, biologists studying endemic species, and travelers who appreciate caves that offer both accessibility and genuine challenge. Temperature stays constant at 10 degrees Celsius, so layering is crucial. Number 8 is Gorges du Verdon. Located in southeastern France's Provence region, this is Europe's answer to the Grand Canyon, a 25-kilometer limestone gorge carved by the Verdon River, with walls reaching 700 meters high and colored in shades that shift from emerald green to turquoise, depending on light and season. The river itself contains minerals and glacial particles that create its distinctive color. Locals call it the most beautiful river in France, and chemistry supports the claim. What makes Verdon genuinely special is the activity range it supports. This isn't passive viewing. The gorge is playground for rock climbers attempting some of Europe's most challenging routes, kayakers running Class 3 and I-4 rapids, hikers traversing the Blanc Martel Trail that takes 6 hours and requires scrambling along exposed cliff paths, and paragliders launching from rim viewpoints. But it also accommodates families who drive the scenic rim road, stopping at Belvedere viewpoints for that perfect photograph. The shoulder seasons, May and September, offer ideal conditions. Summer brings crowds and heat that makes exposed trails genuinely dangerous. Winter closes many access points entirely. The gorge attracts outdoor athletes who respect serious terrain, French locals treating it as a weekend escape, and photographers obsessed with capturing watercolor variations throughout the day. What you need to understand about Verdon is commitment level varies dramatically by activity choice. Scenic driving is straightforward, but cliffside hiking or kayaking demands fitness, skill, and respect for a river that has killed unprepared visitors. Number 9 is Matka Canyon, just 15 kilometers from North Macedonia's capital Skopje. This limestone gorge carved by the Treska River feels impossibly remote despite urban proximity. The canyon walls rise 300 meters vertically, and the river has created over 10 caves in the surrounding karst, with Vrelo Cave containing what might be one of the world's deepest underwater cave systems. Divers have reached 212 meters depth, but the bottom remains unknown. What makes Matka special is its duality. You can kayak the canyon's calm waters in complete silence, hike trails that offer views across the entire gorge, or arrange specialized cave diving if you have technical certification. The monastery of St. Andrew perches on a cliff ledge, dating to the 14th century and still inhabited by a single monk who welcomes visitors willing to climb the steep approach. This attracts Balkan travelers seeking undiscovered destinations, cave divers pursuing extreme depth records, and travelers from Skopje taking day trips to wilderness that shouldn't exist this close to a city. The water is cold year-round from underground springs. The trails are minimally maintained, and cell service is unreliable. Matka doesn't try to be anything. It simply is. A canyon that most of Europe has never heard of, containing underwater mysteries that might never be fully explored, accessible by public bus from a capital city. Number 10 is Höllentalklamm Gorge, located at the base of Germany's Zugspitze, the country's highest peak. This translates to Hell Valley Gorge, and on the right day the name fits. The Hammersbach stream has carved a kilometer-long passage through solid rock, creating a gorge so narrow that sunlight barely penetrates, with walls rising 150 meters and closing to just 2 meters apart in sections. What makes this genuinely thrilling is the infrastructure. You walk on steel walkways and tunnels bolted directly into the cliff face, sometimes with waterfalls crashing directly overhead. The gorge opened to tourists in 1905 after years of dangerous construction, and that engineering from over a century ago still holds. What you experience is industrial-era alpine ambition. Humans deciding a vertical canyon would become accessible, consequences be damned. The route is one way only during peak season to prevent traffic jams on the narrow walkways, and helmets are mandatory because falling rocks are a genuine hazard, not a theoretical one. This attracts hikers attempting the Zugspitze summit, who use the gorge as the approach route, engineering history enthusiasts, and travelers seeking that specific thrill of industrial wilderness combination. Summer weekends bring crowds that can create hour-long waits. Early mornings or late season avoid the masses. The spray from waterfalls leaves everything perpetually wet. Temperatures drop 10 degrees inside the gorge regardless of outside weather, and the sound of rushing water becomes physically overwhelming. Europe's secret caves and valleys wait beneath the surface and between the mountains. Places where stone remembers, water shapes time, and silence speaks. These aren't destinations you stumble upon, they're experiences you choose. If this journey inspired you, let us know in the comments which location you'd visit first. Like this video, subscribe to Explore World AI, and join us as we continue exploring the world's hidden wonders.